Hey, welcome back, everybody. My name is Joey Thomas, entrepreneur and small business educator here with 17 Hats. So today is the wrap-up of our three-part series of the 9 common mistakes that we make in sales. So as I go over these last 3, just kind of consider how you can begin implementing this today in your conversations. Make a little checklist. If you're making any of these mistakes, use the comments below and let us know what you've done and what you think you can do differently. If you need any help or you want to just start a conversation, chat with us and we'd love to do that with you. So let's get right into this. Okay, so the 7th mistake that we make is selling features and price instead of benefits. Now, I mentioned talking about the price too early. If we focus a lot just on features, we're going to get ourselves in trouble because as we go spec for spec or just facts, it's easier for the potential buyer to use your features and just compare it against someone else. And you know what? There's a chance that they might have more features than you do. So people, of course, are interested in features, but they commit because of benefits. See, benefits, it's how those features will be specifically applied to them. Why does it make a difference in their lives? Why does it improve their client experience? What makes it more suitable for their needs? So remember that if you catch yourself just going through the features of all your services and your products, pause, back up, and make sure that if you're going to share a feature, you also share how it's of a benefit to them, because people want to know what to value. And if you help them, you can definitely improve your sales. Okay, and number 8, we have not enough focus on the solution. Now, I know you guys have heard this many times, right? We have to figure out the pain points of the client. And as you begin, I always recommend that you brainstorm the conversation. You kind of create a conversation map on paper before you have conversations. It's a good exercise to do that even before every client. Just map it out really quick, what their problems are, what kind of conversation you want to have, key questions, but the questions that are leading specifically for the solution. Right? How are you the solution? How is your product the solution to their problems? And the more we bring it back to the solution, the more we show them how we're going to get them from point A to point B, right? Meeting all of their needs, the quicker and easier it is for them to say yes to you. If we take too long to get to the solution or we don't mention it enough, they can't really see you as being the one that's fit for their needs. So remember to keep mentioning the solution, what the plan is, how you're going to get there, why it benefits them, and how ultimately it's going to meet their needs. So again, this ties into the previous one about talking about features instead of benefits, right? So if we talk about its benefits, we can now frame it as the solution to their problem. So remember, if you're not focusing enough on the solution, start doing that today. And the last one, not having access to decision makers. Guys, this is a killer. This is something that we get so excited to just get someone on the phone, to get someone in front of us that we just begin to sell. But a lot of times there might not be a way forward if they have to jump a lot of hurdles, right? Is the person that you're communicating with a qualified buyer? Are they qualified to make a decision, right? Do they have to jump through a lot of hoops, or do they have to get the okay from someone else? See, the sooner that we can get to the decision makers or include them in the conversation, we have a lot more opportunities and much higher chances of making the sale, right? Because if you get off the phone with someone, if you leave a meeting and they have to go communicate what you just so beautifully communicated to them, they're not going to be able to do it the same way. So you're going to want to make sure that these people are on in this meeting with you, okay? So make sure that you're getting access to the decision makers and they're included in the sales conversation. And before we wrap up, just as a bonus for you guys, right? The last mistake that I see quite a bit, this is number 10, a bonus, is there's no real intention to close the sale. Now, what does that even mean? Now, I'm not going to get into all the different closings because depending on what kind of product you're selling and the service you're selling, there's a lot of different types of closings, which you can just do a Google search and find out. But research shows that nearly 63% of sales interactions are not ending with the sales rep or the salesperson asking for the sale. Can you believe that? 63% of us, right? Those of us who are trying to sell something, we're not actually asking for the sale. So I want you to set your intention at the beginning of the conversation that by the time you get to the end, you're going to go for it. You're going to close the sale. You're going to either ask them what type of payment method they want to use, find out which service or which package is best for them, and go ahead and be bold enough to close the sale today. Now, you can do a little research on which type of closing that's going to fit best for your personality and that's going to be most comfortable for you. There's quite a bit out there, quite a bit of research, but if you connect at a real level and if you connect and you engage with people along the way, asking the right questions, focusing on the solution, it is easier to close a sale. Sometimes we forget. Sometimes we get a little lost ourselves. So remember, guys, as a final bonus tip, go for the close. Go for the close. And the more questions you ask and the more you meet their needs, the closer you can get to a solution to their problems, the more likely they will close. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us through this 3-part series. If you're jumping in on this video, go find part 1 and 2. And don't forget to subscribe to the 17 Hats channel, like this video, and turn on that notification bell so you can see more videos just like this. Use the comments below and let's discuss. I would love to talk sales. I can go on and on for days in this topic. So thank you again, guys, for hanging out. I will see you again soon.